Alright guys, you're probably, here, let me do some adjusting here. You guys are probably wondering, trying to zoom out here, sorry. Hold on, let's turn the light on. There we go, that's better. So you guys are probably wondering, why in the Sam hell am I in the bathroom? Well, I'll explain. So, in my couple videos, in the past videos, in my other channel, I've talked about how I bought my screen printing kit from a gentleman off of Facebook. And probably everything's been sitting for 18 months. The Epson printer, things like that, you know, so it's been sitting for a long time. So within this kit, if you get it from screenprinting.com, yes, I'm going to talk a lot about screenprinting.com through pretty much all of my videos here. Let's move the camera to get better light. Here, hold on. Yes, you're in my bathroom. All right, so I don't remember where I was, so let's, I guess, backtrack. So a lot of what I'll talk about and where I'm going to get all of my supplies and stuff like that, unless it's an absolutely rush job, then I'll do, you know, there's a screen printing supply store in Denver that I'll have to drive up there and get it. But 99% of all of my stuff is going to come from screenprinting.com. So all of this stuff came from screenprinting.com, the inks, the screens, everything. I just, like I said in my previous video, I ordered emulsion and emulsion stripper from screenprinting.com that I will get Tuesday. So within the kit, you do get a bunch of screens. You get 230s and 156s. You get 6 of each. And that'll allow you to do a lot of different, just a lot of different jobs. You can do a lot with 230s. I'm looking down at the screen just to make sure that it's a 230. So kind of one of the issues that I figured that I was going to run into, when you order the kit, you get chemicals too. And you get this stuff. The issue is, this is like any other chemical. If it sits for too long, it starts to lose its potency. Another issue is, this is some of the screens. You know, they were emulsioned. They were printed on, because this still has, I don't know if you can see it on camera. I'm trying to get it where I can see my face and see like right there, it's got white ink on it. So this screen was used, but this emulsion's been sitting for, you know, 18 months. And I've washed a lot of screens. I've a whole bunch of screens. I have 2 issues, well, a couple of issues actually. So this emulsion is about 18 months old, not counting its manufacture date. So there's no telling how old this stuff is. This stuff could be 2 years old, and it's losing its potency. It still works, but it's losing its potency. Second issue, emulsion's been on these screens for at least 18 months, at least. Probably not counting, you know, a couple of other different factors. They've been in garage where it's gotten decently warm. Colorado doesn't get that hot, but it's been decently warm, and then in the winter, you know, it gets cold. I live in the middle of the mountains. Like, I live on top of, I wouldn't say on top, but I'm 6,500 feet in the air. So, which would pretty much tell you, I'm trying to keep the light good, guys, I'm sorry. So, they get hot, they get cold, they get hot, they get cold, they get hot, they get cold. Colorado, like, we had 2 weeks of just, it was beautiful weather. And then the past 4 or 5 days, it's been cold. Now, they've been, what I call the print room. It's just, I live in a 3-bedroom apartment here in Colorado Springs. It's, so the temperature stays pretty decent, but I do stuff in there with chemicals and stuff, and, you know, I keep the window open so the temperature drops a little bit. So I have the emulsion that's 18 months old. The emulsion stripper that's 18 months old, if not older. The emulsion's been on the screens for 18 months, maybe even longer. And my second thing, I'm using a shower head. Like, I went and bought this shower head from Walmart. It's got that thing right there. I bought it because it looked, you know, I don't know. And then we've got this shower head. and it gives me a decent stream of water, but it also doesn't hit the screen hard enough. So I would show you, but it would make it really, really, really loud in here. And this camera has a pretty sensitive microphone. It would be horribly loud. So it's working. Like, I went from this, and I can't see, I can kind of see. So it went from this to, make sure I get no water on the floor, to this. This had a big C on it, because that's like Colorado's logo. Had a big C, like right in here. Then it had some writing here. I've still got a little bit of a shadow. I need to get some dehazer. And anyone that doesn't know what dehazer is, like if you're new to this, so when you put emulsion on your screen, you burn your image in, you run screens over it, it'll leave kind of a shadow of the image. Now, it doesn't impede a new design that you put on the screen. It doesn't impede it at all, but you can see it. And someone like me that's a little bit of OCD, it drives me batshit crazy. Like, it irritates me. They sell a dehazer. Some dehazers work, some dehazers don't. Some dehazers are absolutely horrible, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. There's some in a black bottle, and I hate it. It's absolutely horrible. Now, something that I do, I don't really use a lot of dehazer. Dawn soap, oh my God, is amazing. It's good for a degreaser as well. I do have some degreaser in there. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but we're gonna try it. Another thing, if you take the emulsion, after you've clean the screen with the emulsion stripper, and then after all that's done, get some Dawn soap and scrub the hell out of the screen, front and back, the print side and the shirt side. Scrub it really, really good. Let it sit for a couple. Don't let it sit for too long because you'll weaken the screen. I read that somewhere. I don't know how true it is. Leave your comments down below and tell me. And then take some more. I mean, you're going to use a little bit more of this, but I buy this by the gallons, or I buy a gallon at a time, and it lasts me quite a bit, a long time. And then kind of spray the design and let that sit for a little bit. And I normally use a water hose, but I'm not in a position to use a water hose because I have no water spigot outside or anything, so I'm stuck with a shower. I'm going to try something. I'm going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever to see if I can figure out something to make the water pressure better for the shower, like shrinking the, because if you go from, say, this big, which is what my shower nozzle is, and you go to this big, it creates a jet, basically. And I can't use I don't think either that or I'm going to get a indoor, like a power washer. You just plug in the wall. It doesn't take gas. You don't have a gas motor to it. It just plugs into your wall. I'm going to see if I can figure out something to run into that, because they're not very big. I mean, there's one for $100. So we'll try that. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try it. And we'll try to get it to link up and not leak a whole horribly lot. It gets loud. I do live in an apartment. I live on the bottom floor. There's people above me. I don't want to disturb them. So, oh yeah, this is an update. Sorry. So I'm trying to get it down because I'm supposed to get the emulsion stripper on Tuesday. I do have a meeting tomorrow with the client. What she's, I don't remember, she's like in the contracting industry or the construction industry or landscaping industry, and she needs something that's reflective on her shirts because she doesn't want her employees to wear the vest to cover up the shirt. I am going to talk to her tomorrow about putting the ink on one of those vests. I'm not sure where to get them. I may do that in a later date. Go ahead and print her shirts and use reflective ink for the design. The cost of the shirt is going to go up a little bit more because reflective ink is a little expensive. Reflective vinyl, I don't have a heat press, and I honestly think it'd be kind of neat to do it this way, to actually use reflective ink for the design itself. I mean, I have 3 mesh sizes screen. I have 110, 230, and 156. So I'm going to see if that can be used. If not, I'm going to have to order another screen. It all depends. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that to see if my 3 screens, and be careful about drying it, because I've heard that if you dry it too much or you push too hard, there's a couple of things that can go wrong. It's no longer reflective. So we're going to experiment with it, and I'm going to make a video about it and go from there. I'm not going to put the person's logo or company name on there, because people like to steal other people's stuff, and I'm not going to do that. So there we go. So I'm going to get back to work here, and in the next video, I'll kind of, show you guys how good the screens were cleaned. I'm also going to rate and review the emulsion from screenprinting.com. Remember, if you need anything, screens, inks, equipment, anything for screen printing, go to screenprinting.com and look what they have. They have awesome stuff, awesome stuff. I'm going to start to get into water-based. I've already found a kit, an ink mixing kit. So basically I get a tub of white ink or based ink, and then, it comes with a gram scale, and I just measure out like it, as little cars that tell me each color, and I also have a software that I tell what color I want, and it gives me that color. So, all right, guys, so I will see you guys in the next video. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment. Let's grow this channel as fast as we can. But, like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have an amazing Sunday. See you next time.